for more, let's bring in CTV's Jeremie Charron, who joins us live from Ottawa. So, Jeremie, what more are we learning?
Yeah, Scott, as you've touched on, Sunday is when that election call will come. That is what CTV News has learned. But we've also learned through sources that the final date for a voting day, or how long this election campaign will last, has not yet been decided. As you've touched on, April 28th or May 5th. Those are the two dates that are being considered in terms of when Canadians would actually head to the polls. Hasn't been finalized yet. It's expected we'll hear more details in the coming days. But Sunday will be the day that Mark Carney launches this election campaign, kind of as expected. There's been a lot of talk here in Ottawa about at what point this week or late this week, prior to that Monday, that the Liberals would call this election. And that's because if they waited beyond that, of course, the House would resume, Parliament would resume. Mark Carney would have to show up in the House of Commons without a seat in the House of Commons. He'd have to deliver a throne speech. He would face a confidence vote, one that he would likely lose, which would ultimately lead to an election regardless. And so that, combined with a lot of momentum that the Liberals have gathered in the polls lately, it was pointing to exactly this. And of course, now we've confirmed that Sunday we will see exactly what we have been expecting, which is Mark Carney will send Canadians into an election campaign.
So, Jeremie, of course, as you mentioned, not a huge surprise for those in Ottawa, but what are we learning now on how the parties are gearing up for this spring election?
Yeah, well, parties are gearing up. War rooms are ready and in place and ready to go. Buses have been booked. Planes are ready. All of the parties have been planning for this for some time, to be quite honest. When the Prime Minister, or former Prime Minister now, Justin Trudeau, announced his resignation, the Liberal leadership race was launched. All signs were pointing to an imminent election, whether it be through what we're going to see on Sunday, which is Mark Carney call an election, or Mark Carney return to the House and face a confidence vote, which is likely to fail, and then send Canadians to the polls. So, parties knew what was coming, and they've had time to plan here, and certainly they're ready, continuing to get their candidates out across the country. And part of that has been because of polling as well. All of the indications have pointed to the fact that we would be heading to the polls early. The Liberals mostly trying to, take advantage of some momentum right now in heading to an election, a timely election, and a short election campaign, due to the fact that there will be one issue that will be at the top of Canadians' minds throughout this election campaign, and that is Donald Trump, tariffs, the trade war, however you want to put it. It is the challenge that we face as a country in the face of this trade war with Donald Trump. And so that is what Canadians will be focused on, and the Liberals have gained momentum due to that issue. And so they're looking to capitalize on that, Scott. As we've seen now, most public opinion polls show, pretty much a tie between the Conservatives and the Liberals, some even showing the Liberals ahead. So certainly no surprise. Parties are ready, and this is going to be a busy few weeks after Sunday.
All right, CTV's Jeremie Charron joining us live from Ottawa. Jeremie, thanks so much for this.
Anytime.